Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please consider subscribing and sticking around to see my other videos that I post every week on Tuesday. If this is not your first time here, welcome back, and thank you so much for the support, guys. I really appreciate every comment, every like, every subscription added, if that's how you say it. I really appreciate you guys. So in this video, I am going to be preparing my mom's prayer journal for September. I had no idea what I was going to do when I sat down. I'm going to link my Pinterest board down below in the description box if you guys would like to see it, but I am going to warn you that it is kind of all over the place. I mean, I just had no idea what I wanted to do. I remember joking with her a few weeks ago that since she hadn't given me any ideas, I was just going to put a picture of myself in her bullet journal because it's my birthday month. So of course I wasn't going to do that. I didn't even do that for my bullet journal, so I wasn't going to do that, but I knew I needed something. If you saw my last video, I am in a pink mood, which is shocking to me because I only really like pink when it comes to my bullet journal. Other times, I mean, she's a cute color, but my favorite color is purple, and I don't know. I'm not usually a pink person, but for some reason I'm in a pink mood. I also so I said that to say that I will be using some pink washi tape in this video. It is a patterned washi tape to go along with this very simple drawing that I'm going to be doing on all of her pages. Since I really didn't have an idea of what I wanted to do, I wanted to keep it simple. I knew that for a fact. So I had to record this on Labor Day, and I did not want this to take all day because I had things to do. And I didn't want to be sitting down at my desk doing this all day. So that's actually not what ended up happening. I was sitting at this desk for longer than I wanted to, but that's because I kept getting up. You know how it is, guys. You get up, you do something, and then next thing you know, you and your mama having a full conversation about something that happened 3 months ago. So that's what happened. But I said all of that to say, in this theme, I'm going to be drawing these flowers. Somebody told me what these flowers are before, and I forgot. But I'm going to be drawing these flowers and using that thick washi tape that you just saw me put down on all of her pages. That's it. That was the whole design. So on that first page, I just kept it simple with those two flowers. I will add a picture to show you guys the inspiration from where I got it from. I did see a picture on Pinterest, and although the picture that I drew is not exactly like the picture on Pinterest, it's very similar. So I wanted to keep this first page very clean, very chic on the right hand side, but I knew I wanted the left hand side to be kind of busy. So I'm using this washi tape as a backdrop for my quote page. So for the quote page, I decided to use a quote from a new book that I'm reading by Micron Set called Believe Bigger. And I wanted this to be the focus of the quote page. So even though the background is very busy, I did decide to only use this pink sheet of scrap paper instead of doing a full collage. So I'm using this paper, and I stamped out most of the words, and then I'm going to go in and write some of the standout words in cursive. So the quote is, God is a God of impeccable order, intention, and structure. This is one of the first quotes that I have highlighted, if not the first quote that I have highlighted in the book, Believe Bigger, that I'm reading right now. And I just thought it was really perfect. I mean, why not? So I kind of rip out the quote in kind of like a rectangle, but not really. And then I write the author of the book at the bottom, and I just glue it down, and the quote page is done. For my headings, I am using an index card, and I'm just using the back of an index card so that I have a sleek white background. And then as you saw, I just wrote September on it. I cut it out and pasted it down, and that was my cover page. For this next page, I am going to create her favorites spread. So this is the spread that she will use to write any of her favorite scriptures, any of her favorite lines from the sermon that our pastor preaches, and any of her favorite song lyrics. I am starting this page off by drawing some more of those flowers that I drew on the cover page. I am taking my time to do the detailing, but it's so quick that it doesn't take long to do the details. So I'm taking my time to make sure that I am putting the thick lines for the curves inside the flowers exactly where I want them, and then everything else is very free flowing. That's the reason I chose this flower, because it doesn't take much thought or time to put together, and that's what I wanted. So it doesn't take a lot to make this a very, very pretty pattern. And I decided to darken the tips of these flowers because that's how it looked in the picture on Pinterest. Now, I did something similar to this in my March bullet journal, and I actually really, really like my March theme. I'll put a picture up if I can find anybody remember. I'll put a picture up right here in the right hand corner so you guys can see what I'm saying. But I really enjoy drawing these flowers. Like I said, they're quick and they're easy, and you can make them look good with just a black pen. So if you try these, please let me know in the comments. If not, let me know what your go-to drawing is when you're just trying to get your bullet journal done. What is the one thing that you know you can draw very, very quickly so that you can get your bullet journal done and out of the way? So I made a little square using that same washi tape to write the word faves on, and then I made her some blocks or some squares and rectangles so that she has room to write anything down that she would like. I did a little bit of details in each box, and that's it. For this next spread, I wanted the flowers to frame the page on both sides, since this will be a 2-page spread. Well, all of these spreads are 2-page spreads, but I am going to leave room for her to write on both sides of this spread, is what I mean. So I wanted the flowers to kind of frame the page. So I'm drawing my outline in the thinnest pen that I have, which is a 005, and I'm doing this because, number one, I didn't want to do it in pencil and then have to go back over it and then erase the pencil. So it's a time saver, and this pen is as thin as a pencil. So if I don't like something or I want to cover it up, I can just draw over it with the black pen and make it look more like the flower, like I'm doing on this one right here. I kind of went outside the original sketch or the original flow of the flower, and with that second flower that I drew, I just kind of used my thicker black pen to go along the curve of the flower and make it have the shape that I want with the thicker pen. So when I go in with a thicker pen, I'm using a 05, which is just thick enough for me to turn the pen sideways and get a thinner line when I'm doing the details on the inside of the flower, and then also stand the pen straight up to get the thick black strokes that I'm doing at the tops or on the tops of the flowers. Another reason I like to do the outline in the 005 pen is so that I can cover it up easily with my white gel pen if I don't like it. And I found that that works really, really well with a thinner line than it does with a thicker line. So I'm finishing up the flowers along the edges of this page. I did decide to leave the top of the right page blank so that I could leave some room for her title and give her a little bit more room on that page if she wanted it. So this page is going to be for her August reflection, her September goals, and her prayer list. So I'm just using the same technique that I have been using for that washi tape. It's just thick enough for a header, so the only thing I have to do is make a straight cut on the edges. Now I could have just torn it. I honestly could have, but I really like the straight edges, so I use my ruler to cut down the edges of the washi tape, and that's how I get my straight line. So to add some more detail to this page, I am going to put in some pink washi tape. I really like the color pink, that color pink washi tape with this flower detailed washi tape, but it's a little too thick. So I cut it in half and add some details. Right here, I did lose some footage, so I'm just showing you guys what her weeks look like. But with that being said, guys, that is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you've stuck around this far, thank you so much. Please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll see you next week. Bye.